Hello, Los Angeles Dodgers fans. We've got fresh exclusive videos and the latest updates just for you. Before we dive in, make sure to join our channel and hit that like button. This is the best way to stay on top of all the breaking news. The Los Angeles Dodgers have faced a tough stretch this season with their pitching staff riddled by injuries since spring training. It's been a challenging road to navigate, especially when you consider the high expectations this team carries year after year. But amidst all the setbacks, there's a silver lining beginning to shine. Some of the Dodgers' key arms are starting to claw their way back onto the mound, and among them, Blake Snell's return has sparked a lot of excitement. Blake Snell, a two-time Cy Young Award winner, came into this season under a lot of scrutiny. The Dodgers made a huge investment in the southpaw, locking him down with a massive 5-year deal worth $182 million in December. Expectations were sky high, but the reality hit hard when Snell could only manage 2 starts before landing on the injured list for nearly 4 months. Many began to question whether the Dodgers had made a mistake, wondering if Snell could ever recapture the dominant form that earned him those Cy Young honors. But since his return to the mound, something remarkable has started to unfold. In just 10 innings pitched, Snell has racked up 18 strikeouts, walked only 3 batters, and allowed a mere 3 earned runs. Those numbers tell a story of a pitcher rediscovering his rhythm and confidence, gradually easing back into the role he was brought in to fill. It's more than just statistics. It's the way he's commanding the strike zone and challenging hitters that's turning heads. A teammate who's been watching closely is Michael Conforto, another acquisition. From the offseason, who knows firsthand what it takes to adjust and thrive with the Dodgers. Conforto sees the same signs that fans and analysts want to see. Snell is close to resembling the pitcher he was when he was truly at his best. When Blake's on, he's really tough to hit. As tough as anybody, Conforto said. Emphasized how Snell uses every pitch in his arsenal, even those that might initially seem like misses. That ability to turn what looks like a mistake into a weapon is a hallmark of a smart and savvy pitcher. He's just a smart pitcher in that way. He's using everything, Conforto added. This blend of raw talent and baseball IQ is what makes Snell such a dangerous presence on the mound when he's firing on all cylinders. Snell's career has shown a clear trend that gives the Dodgers even more reason for optimism. Historically, he tends to elevate his performance in the second half of the season. His earned run average, ERA, over the first half of his career sits at just under 4, but it drops dramatically to just over 2 1/3 in the second half. That improvement is paired with a decrease in opposing batting averages, meaning hitters struggle to connect with him as the season progresses. It's almost as if he finds another gear after the All-Star break, and the Dodgers will be counting on that trend to hold true this year. Looking back at his final stretch with the Giants before joining Los Angeles, Snell was absolutely dominant. His last dozen starts featured an ERA of 1.45 and over 100 strikeouts in just over 68 innings. Those numbers suggest that when he's locked in, there's very little the hitters can do to stop him. The early match struggles he had this season, with a high ERA and too many earned runs, seem like a distant memory when you see that kind of production. The challenge for Snell now is to sustain that level of dominance throughout the crucial final months of the season. The Dodgers, of course, have their eyes set firmly on October. With a roster full of talent, the pitching staff's health and effectiveness will be a major determinant of how far they go in the playoffs. Snell's 5-year massive contract was widely debated when he struggled out of the gate and spent months sidelined. But if he can continue pitching the way he has since his return, that deal will quickly start to look like a steal. Having a 2-time Cy Young winner locked in and contributing at a high level during the stretch run could be exactly what the Dodgers need to make a serious postseason push. The road back from injury is never easy, especially for a pitcher who relies heavily on command and precision. Yet, Snell has shown an ability to regain his form with impressive speed. His competitive fire hasn't dulled, and that's crucial for any elite pitcher. The blend of physical talent, tactical intelligence, and mental toughness is what separates the good from the great. Snell appears to be clicking all those boxes again, and that bodes well for the Dodgers as they face the toughest part of their schedule. It's also important to consider the broader context of the Dodgers' pitching challenges. Injuries have forced the team to lean heavily on depth. sometimes bringing in fresh arms and rookies to fill the gaps. But the return of players like Snell signals a potential shift back toward the kind of dominance the Dodgers' rotation is known for. When he's at his best, Snell can stifle even the league's most dangerous offenses, and his strikeout ability is a major weapon in high-leverage situations. The fact that his walk rate has remained low since his comeback is a promising sign. That his control and mechanics are in place. There's a subtle art to Snell's pitching that doesn't always show up in the box score. His ability to mix pitches effectively, to disguise his intentions, and to adapt mid-game keeps hitters off balance. Even when a pitch looks like it might miss the strike zone, Snell can use that movement to his advantage, forcing batters into weak contact or swings and misses. This chess match between pitcher and hitter is what makes watching Snell so fascinating. He's not just throwing baseballs, he's playing the game at a cerebral level. The Dodgers know they are counting on Snell to bring his A-game now more than ever. The postseason will demand consistency, resilience, and the kind of shutdown pitching that can turn series around. As more innings pile up under his belt, Snell's confidence should only grow, and confidence is often the difference maker for pitchers returning from injury or struggling with adjustments. If he can maintain his current trajectory, the Dodgers will have a legitimate ace to rely on as they navigate through the toughest battles of the year. At the end of the day, what fans want to see is the Blake Snell who dominated hitters and earned those Cy Young trophies. The flashes of brilliance since his return suggest he's on the path back to that form. His performance has the potential to not only validate his contract, but to become one of the defining stories of this Dodgers season. There's something electric about a pitcher rediscovering his mojo when it matters most. And that's exactly the storyline unfolding right now. The excitement around Snell's resurgence isn't just about numbers or contracts. It's about having a pitcher who can change the complexion of a game with every pitch, who can energize a team and a fan base hungry for postseason success. The Dodgers, after enduring months of pitching woes, finally have a glimpse of that potential again. The next step is for Snell to build on this momentum, keep refining his approach, and stay healthy. If he does, there's no telling how far this Dodgers team can go. While Blake Snell's return to form has been a beacon of hope for the Dodgers pitching staff, another arm in their bullpen has been wrestling with a very different reality. Blake Treinen, a right-handed reliever who was expected to be a reliable late-inning weapon, has struggled since making his comeback from a forearm strain that sidelined him for more than 3 months. His performances so far have been far from the polished, dominant outings the Dodgers desperately need as they push toward the final stretch of the season. Treinen's return was highly anticipated. After all, the Dodgers rely heavily on their bullpen to close out games and maintain leads, especially in tight contests against quality opponents. Yet, his appearances since late July have been marked by inconsistency or missed opportunities. In 3 outings, Treinen has failed to complete a full inning, a clear sign that he has not yet found the rhythm or command he once possessed. The latest setback was particularly costly as he allowed back-to-back home runs that swung the momentum away from Los Angeles and handed the Blue Jays the advantage. Examining the numbers reveals just how difficult this stretch has been for Treinen. In just under 4 innings pitched since his return, he has allowed 8 hits and walked 4 batters, culminating in an earned run average that sits uncomfortably above 7. Those figures paint a picture of a pitcher who is struggling to regain control, and yet despite the statistics, Treinen remains optimistic about his execution and the quality of his stuff. He insists that his pitches are still sharp and effective, but acknowledges that location has been the key issue. But before we move forward, don't forget to join our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest news about the Los Angeles Dodgers. We'd love to hear your thoughts on the news, so drop a comment below. Rumors have been swirling around Major League Baseball circles, igniting a frenzy of speculation and excitement about a potential blockbuster move that could shake the foundations of the league. At the center of this growing buzz is none other than Kyle Tucker, a formidable force at the plate whose explosive offensive capabilities have made him one of the most coveted talents in the game. The latest murmurs suggest that Tucker might be donning the iconic Dodgers uniform in what could be a record-setting agreement, sending shockwaves through fan bases and analysts alike. This potential deal, if it materializes, would not only elevate the Dodgers' already potent lineup, but also signify a massive strategic investment aimed at dominating the competition. With Tucker's blend of power, speed, and versatility, the Dodgers could be positioning themselves for a long-awaited championship run, fueling speculation that this move is more than just a simple player acquisition, but a statement of intent from the franchise. The intrigue deepens as insiders hint at the scale and scope of this unprecedented agreement, described as record-breaking in terms of both financial commitment and contractual length. Such a monumental deal underscores how highly the Dodgers value Tucker's skill set, which has rapidly evolved into one of the most dynamic offensive arsenals in the sport. Analysts are buzzing about how this potential acquisition could reshape the National League landscape, challenging other powerhouses to respond aggressively or risk falling behind. The Dodgers, known for their calculated investments in marquee players, might be pulling the trigger on a gamble that could pay off for years to come. Tucker's prowess at the plate, marked by consistent slugging, clutch hitting, and remarkable plate discipline, would integrate seamlessly with Los Angeles' aggressive, high-octane style of play. The possibility of him joining the Dodgers has already sparked debates over how this could impact team chemistry and performance dynamics heading into the next season. Meanwhile, the Dodgers fan base is abuzz with anticipation, with social media channels lighting up as supporters speculate wildly about the ramifications of such a major signing. Could Tucker's arrival finally push the Dodgers over the edge in their relentless pursuit of another World Series title? This question lingers in every conversation, stoking hopes and dreams among followers who have seen their team come close but not quite clinch the ultimate prize in recent years. The prospect of combining Tucker's explosive bat with the Dodgers' already stacked roster, including some of baseball's finest pitchers and defenders, ignites a new wave of enthusiasm, casting the team as an almost unstoppable force. Yet whispers of the financial burdens and the risks associated with such a monumental contract add layers of complexity to the story, reminding everyone that even the biggest gambles come with uncertainties. As speculation mounts, all eyes remain firmly fixed on official announcements that could confirm or dash these tantalizing rumors. Industry insiders, baseball pundits are increasingly weighing in on what Kyle Tucker's potential move to the Dodgers could mean for the broader competitive balance across MLB. Many suggest this deal, if finalized, would shift the power dynamics in the National League, compelling rival franchises to reconsider their roster strategies and salary allocations. The Dodgers, always aggressive in their pursuit of excellence, would be sending a clear message that they are willing to invest heavily to maintain supremacy, leveraging Tucker's all-around offensive skills to fill critical gaps and bolster their lineup depth. This could in turn lead to a domino effect, where other teams either escalate their own spending or focus more on developing homegrown talent to counterbalance the Dodgers' newfound firepower. Observers note that Tucker's unique blend of contact hitting, raw power, and base-running agility makes him a rare commodity in today's game, and his acquisition could herald a new era for the Dodgers that blends star power with strategic innovation. As the baseball world eagerly awaits further confirmation, the tantalizing possibility of Kyle Tucker becoming a Dodger continues to dominate conversations across sports media outlets and fan forums alike. The implications of such a move extend far beyond just one player joining a new team. It represents a potential paradigm shift in how franchises approach building championship-caliber rosters in an era increasingly defined by analytics, financial strategy, and global talent scouting. Whether this rumor will culminate in a historic signing or remain just that, a tantalizing whisper in the wind, only time will tell. However, the mere prospect of Tucker wearing the Dodgers blue has already set imaginations racing, sparking endless discussions about the impact on the team's future, the league's competitive landscape, and the ever-evolving business of baseball. Until an official statement emerges, fans and analysts alike will continue to dissect every piece of news and rumor, hoping to glimpse the next chapter in one of baseball's most electrifying stories. That's all for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay up to date with exclusive news about the Los Angeles Dodgers, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We always appreciate your comments and feedback. See you in the next video.